Good morning, children. Let us come back to our second part of vectors. That is, we'll be talking about collinearity and coplanarity. Okay. Now, for collinearity, there are various ways through which you can prove that the vectors are collinear. Same for coplanarity. So as and when we will proceed, we will be learning different methods for collinearity and coplanarity. Now suppose they give you 3 points A, B, C and they ask you to check whether given points are collinear or not. So in that case, what you will do? You will first find AB bar, you will find BC bar, you will find AC bar. Find AB bar, BC bar, AC bar. If any one of the vectors can be written as linear combination of other two, if I can write BC as 2AB plus AC or AB as BC plus 2AC, in that case I can say that points A, B, C are collinear since one of the point will be common. ये दोनों में B common है, यहाँ पर C common है, यहाँ पर A common है. So either go for linear combination provided one of the point is common, or you can say that if one vector is a scalar multiple of other vector. If one vector is a scalar multiple of other vector, then I can say that A bar and B bar are collinear. Getting it? Either one vector a multiple of other vector, or one vector can be expressed as linear combination. Like if I say AB bar is BC bar plus 2AC bar, then I can say that the vectors are collinear. Or simple, if I say AB bar is BC bar plus AC bar, also then we can say that vectors are collinear. So either vectors will be given to you or 3 points will be given to you. Okay. Now for coplanarity also 4 vectors will be given to you, like A bar, B bar, 4 points will be given to you. You have to check whether A, B, C, D are coplanar. So you also will find AB bar, you will find AC bar, you will find AB bar, AD bar. Again, if they can be written as linear combination, or if I have vectors A bar, B bar, C bar, and if I can write R bar as X A bar plus Y B bar plus Z C bar, X A bar plus Y B bar plus Z C bar, that is R bar is a linear combination of X A bar plus Y B bar plus Z C bar, then the vectors are said to be coplanar. Understood? Let me check, it's a part of your topic. Yes, there should be unique X, Y and Z, then we can say that vectors are coplanar. Okay? Clear? Any doubts? Okay, so you can go for linear combination. It is a little bit lengthy method. In the last part of this chapter, we will see how we can find coplanarity of vectors with determinants. How we can find coplanarity of vectors with determinants. Okay. Now, the next part is, let us understand how to, let us understand about 2D system, 2D Cartesian system. Then I will move to 3D Cartesian system. So if I talk about 2D, we'll have two axes. One is X, other is Y. If I talk about point P having coordinates X, Y with respect to origin, so if I drop a perpendicular, this will be X, this will be Y. Everybody knows this. So if I talk about distance of P from X axis, distance of P from X axis कितना आएगा? Yes, Y. Distance of P, P का distance X axis से कितना है? Y. Similarly, डिस्टेंस ऑफ P फ्रॉम y एक्सिस कितना आएगा, मॉड्यूलस ऑफ x, why modulus, because distance is always positive. And what about length OP? Length OP आएगा square root of x square plus y square. Clear? Yes. Now let us move to 3 dimension. Okay. Again, I am very poor in drawing, so please cooperate. I'll draw the cube first. Let us draw 3D object. Okay. Let us take this as my y-axis, this as my z-axis, and this as my x-axis. Okay. Then this is my origin. So what are the coordinates of this point? I'll name it as A, B, C, D, E, F, and this is O. So if I talk about coordinates of A, it should be how much? Yes. क्या आएगा A के coordinates? It is on x-axis, so आएगा x, 0, 0. C is on y-axis, so 0, y, 0. E is on z-axis, so 0, 0, z. Correct? Any point lying on x-axis, other coordinates will be 0. Am I right? Yes. Now let us talk about the coordinates of B, D, and F. If I talk about B, B is lying in which plane? XY plane. B कौन सा plane में है? XY plane में. तो यहाँ से x डिस्टेंस पे है, यहाँ से y डिस्टेंस पे है. So x, y, 0. क्या है B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स? x, y, 0. D के कोऑर्डिनेट्स 0, y, z because it is lying in YZ plane. F x और z प्लेन में है, so x, o, z. Correct? And O तो you already know, 0, 0, 0. I can give this name as M. This point M will have coordinates x, y, z. M is lying in x, y, z plane. So M के coordinates क्या आएंगे? X, y, z. Okay. Now let us see what all things we are supposed to understand from this. I want to find distance. I want to find distance of M. Distance of M from XY plane, YZ plane, XZ plane. Distance of M from XY plane. क्या है distance of M from XY plane? Can somebody tell me? इस point M का XY plane से distance कितना आएगा? Yes, if you observe it carefully, it will be Z. कितना आएगा? Z. Correct? Clear everyone? That is nothing but MB. Distance of M from XY plane will be MB. ये XY plane है, ये M है, तो ये distance आएगा. Distance of M from YZ plane. XY के लिए Z है, तो YZ के लिए X आएगा. M का YZ plane में distance. M का YZ plane में distance क्या आएगा? Think over it. You'll see that you'll get the answer as X. ठीक है? क्या मिलेगा आपको आंसर? X in YZ plane. And distance of M from XZ. XZ plane is this. M का distance इस plane में क्या आएगा? Yes, if you do, it will be MF. कितना आएगा? MF. तो X 0 हो गया, Z 0 हो गया, तो क्या आएगा? Y. ठीक है? I'll write this is nothing but MB. This is nothing but MF. This you will think and try. I am leaving one thing for you. Okay? So distance of any point from XY plane is Z, YZ plane is X, XZ plane is Y. ठीक है? Then next is डिस्टेंस OM, डिस्टेंस ऑफ M फ्रॉम ओरिजिन क्या आएगा, x माइनस 0 द होल स्क्वायर, y माइनस 0 द होल स्क्वायर, z माइनस 0 द होल स्क्वायर. Correct? Then we have distance of M from x axis. M का डिस्टेंस x एक्सिस से कितना आएगा, तो निकालो परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस, इसका और इसका परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस निकालो. इफ यू अप्लाई द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला यू विल गेट द आंसर एज y स्क्वायर प्लस z स्क्वायर. क्या आएगा, y स्क्वायर प्लस z स्क्वायर. why? because MA is perpendicular to x axis. तो परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे, क्या मिलेगा, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ y स्क्वायर प्लस z स्क्वायर. y एक्सिस के लिए क्या आएगा, x स्क्वायर प्लस z स्क्वायर. z एक्सिस के लिए क्या आएगा, x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर. ओके, since now we have understood 2D system and 3D system, we learn exactly now how to represent a vector in Cartesian plane and how to write it. Okay, yeah. Let us understand how we can represent vectors in 2D system. Okay, because understanding 2D is more easy. See, what will I do? I will take a Cartesian plane x, y. Now let us represent P as we know x, y. Correct? We also know that we can resolve this into two parts. This is x, this is y. So now what I am doing, I am saying that let there be a unit vector. Let there be a unit vector in the direction OX. If you remember, we are representing unit vector by a cap and is a vector having magnitude as 1. So if I assume that my M is 1, 0 and here I have N 0, 1, then I'll say that OM bar, that is this vector, which is unit vector, can be represented as I cap in x-axis direction. Can be represented as I cap in x-axis direction. So in x-axis, we always represent vectors with I cap, and for y-axis we represent unit vector by j cap. In y-axis, a unit vector that is a number 1 is represented by j cap. ठीक है? Now suppose m का वैल्यू कुछ और है, n का वैल्यू कुछ और है. It has certain magnitude. Let us say my pxy is 3, 4. ठीक है? So can I say that my OM in magnitude कितना आएगा? 3. OM कितना आएगा? 3. ON कितना आएगा? 4. OM कितना आएगा? 3. ON कितना आएगा? 4. Now I need to represent this in vector notation. So see, if you observe OM and ON and OP are coplanar. OM, OP and ON are coplanar. Since three vectors are coplanar, I should be able to write one vector as a linear combination of other. Am I right? I should be able to write that. So I draw directions now. This will become 3 I cap, because OM is 3 and 1 means I cap in x-axis. Now this is y. ON should be equal to mn. So let us draw direction like this. This should be equal to 4j. कितना होना चाहिए? 4j. Correct? So by triangle law of vectors, what should be OP bar? OP bar क्या आना चाहिए? OM bar plus MP bar. Am I right? I know that now MP and ON both are equal and parallel. So I can write OP as OM bar plus ON bar. So see, I am writing one vector as linear combination of two vectors. Therefore they are coplanar. Why? Because one point is common, that is O. Now what is OP? Let us say OP is P bar. Let us say OP is P bar. OM कितना है? 3 I bar plus 4 J bar. So I can write P bar as magnitude in x direction into I cap plus magnitude in y direction into j cap. So in this way we can represent a vector with respect to origin. Now suppose if I say you, I have a point A 6, 7, then I'll say that let A bar be position vector. Now since I'm writing ijk, it is called as position vector with respect to origin. Let A bar, then only I can say that OA bar will become A bar. OA bar क्या हो जाएगा? A bar, that is 6i plus 7j. A bar can be written as 6i plus 7j. Understood? So triangle law हमने किया है कि x direction और y direction, where 3i and 4j are called as components of this vector. 3i is the x component of this vector, 4j is the y component of this vector. Is it clear? Let us apply this to our 3-dimension part. Now, I have drawn the figure for you. I'm very poor, so to avoid mistakes, I've made a figure. Okay. Now, from here, can I say that OA is equal to PM? This OA length and PM will be same. Then I can say that OB is equal to AL. This OB should be equal to AL, and OC should be equal to PL. OC should be equal to PL. Okay. Now I am saying that let OA bar or OA be X, OB be Y, OC be Z. ये मेरा Z है, ये मेरा X है, ये मेरा Y है. So वेक्टर फॉर्म में मेरा OA कैप बार कितना आएगा? X I बार. मेरा OB बार कितना आएगा? Y J बार. मेरा OC बार कितना आएगा? Z K बार. ठीक है. Again from the diagram I can say that OA, OB, OC and OP are coplanar. OA, OB, OC and OP are coplanar. So now take triangle OPL. Take triangle OPL. OL, I'll draw on your vector OL. तो ट्राइंगल लॉ से क्या मिलेगा? OL बार प्लस LP बार इज इक्वल टू OP बार. OL बार plus LP bar is equal to OP bar. That is, I am getting OP bar as OL bar plus LP bar. Now, how can I write OL? I can say that OL is nothing but OA plus AL. OL को कैसे लिखेंगे? OA plus AL. So हो जाएगा OA plus AL plus LP. Now what is AL? AL is equal to OB, correct? So मेरा OP बार हो जाएगा OA बार plus what is AL? AL is equal to OB. What is PL? PL is equal to OC. I know what is OA. X I bar. This is Y J bar. This is Z K bar. And what is OP bar? P bar. So if I know the Cartesian coordinates of a particular point, I can write in vector notation with one of the point as origin. That is X I bar plus Y J bar plus Z C bar. Understood? Yes? Okay. Now suppose I have two vectors, 2 points, I will say A and B. I want to write things about AB bar. That is how we can write. So I will draw OA bar, I will draw OB bar, I will draw AB bar. So if I take O as the reference point, I can say that OA bar becomes A bar. If I take OB as O as reference, I can say OB bar is B bar. Then by triangle law, I will get OA plus AB bar is equal to OB bar. that is my AB bar becomes OB bar minus OA bar, that is AB bar is nothing but B bar minus A bar. So whenever two capital letters are given in vector form, I can write second letter का vector minus first letter. See AB है, so I'm writing B minus A, provided I mention that let A bar, B bar be position vectors of A and B. Since we are writing this, so we are assuring that O is the reference point, then only I can say that OA is A bar and OB is B bar. Understood? So if I say CD bar, I should directly write D bar minus C bar. AF bar, then it is F bar minus A bar. Okay? Now let us learn. A vector is given A bar. I want to find its unit vector. क्या find करना है उसका? Unit vector. So unit vector A cap is nothing but a vector upon उसी का magnitude. A vector upon उसी का magnitude. So copy the vector. And what is the magnitude? Now see, if I say that A bar is 3i plus 4j plus 5k, इसका magnitude आएगा A, that is nothing but square root of coefficient of I का square, coefficient of j का square, coefficient of k का square. Well, in short, distance of this vector from origin, that is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Also written as simply A. क्या करना है? सारे coefficients को square करके add करके square root निकालना है. Okay. Now last two important points. Linearly dependent vectors. Linearly dependent vectors. And next is linearly independent vectors. Okay? If I say that there are three non-zero vectors such that x a bar plus y b bar plus zc bar equal to 0 bar. I'm saying three non-zero vectors a, b, c are such that xa plus yb plus zc equal to 0 implies that at least any one of these three is non-zero. मतलब x, y, z की जो वैल्यूज है उसमें से कम एक नॉन जीरो है, कम से कम एक नॉन जीरो है, then I can say linearly dependent. What can I say? Linearly dependent. And here, if x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar equal to 0 implies that all three are zero, x, y, z तीनों zero है, then I can say that vectors are linearly independent. Okay, clear everybody? Now in the next class we'll move up to exercise and solved examples of the same topic which we have learned. Okay, thank you.